Let us not forget everything that happens. It's by the will of Allah. Holy will. It's time to unite and stand, and we will be the best amongst men. It's not time to be extreme or do the unthinkable, but to stand together as one. Tune into Sunnah followers, stream it every day, various platforms. Trust me, you'll find a way. Sunnah followers. Oh, living in this dunya to the believer is a prison. Living in this dunya to the believer is a prison. Living in this dunya to the believer is a prison. Proper Aqidah, Quran and Sunnah, Quran and Sunnah, Minhaj and Aqidah, actions speak louder than words,
Sunnah following kids, come with me.
Gotta work hard to get to heaven. Treat the people good like the prophet would. Proper Aqidah, Quran and Sunnah, Quran and Sunnah, Minhaj and Aqidah, actions speak louder than words, It all begins.
Assalamu alaikum. Sunnah Followers, in association with Aris Institute, presents to you an intensive foundation in Islamic studies. We welcome Dr. Ibrahim Jamali, who will be teaching the Aqidah and the Seerah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern, streaming right here on Sunnah Followers.
Wake up in the morning, hands and feet get wet, get wet, get wet, wet, my Lord, wet, my Lord. Wake up in the morning, hands and feet get wet, getting ready for our conversation, deep and in depth. Obligations are serious and need to be met, so I prepare so I won't forget. Go ahead and make a good intention. Yeah. You can wrap up some good things. Yeah. Make a donation to the side and go from left to make it right. Just remember and don't lose sight. Jannah is the goal. Jannah is the goal. Jannah is the goal.
Message from Sunnah followers. This is from Sheikh Saleh. We need to unite. Sisters, wear your hijab. Wear your beards. Be proud of your beards. Stay home, stay in your home. Stand up, unite, and stand for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
That's right, Saleh. We all should stand up in solidarity, not transgressing the limits of the law, but standing together with patience and understanding. This is Sunnah Followers.
With dignity, humility, and balance.
You just need to stay away. And you just need to stay away. You just need to stay prohibition, limitation. You just need to stay away. You just need to stay away. And you just need to stay away. Stay away today. There's a heavy price to pay. Stay away, stay away, stay away. You just need to stay prohibition, limitation. You just need to stay away.
DJ Khaled ain't got nothing over Laila Nasheeba. Hello? Did y'all hear the difference? Geechee, did you see how I did that differently? I let your ending be stay away. Did y'all hear that?
Yeah, we heard it.
And I also took out the part with that today, taco I took that out. Did you hear Omina's back? Did you hear my DJ Laila?
Yeah.
Let me do it. Yeah. Play it one more time for those who missed it. I told y'all I'm a producer. I took this.
But that's why I can't say nothing. I don't know nothing about what you just did.
Did you hear the difference?
No, I don't know what it is.
You remember her original one?
No.
Listen to it closely. I faded out stuff because when I went to college, I got my degree in mass media. I was going to be a journalist. I used to also produce plays. I'm a playwriter. I'm an author of books too. And I wrote some plays. The Little Mermaid when I was younger. That was a play. I made a play called The Hawaiian when I was in elementary school. I'm a writer. I'm a producer.
All right.
So now listen to it again. Listen. Just listen close and y'all can see what I did to Geechee's theme. I made it slip away. Just watch. Y'all know I'm a singer too. Hello, I can sing. Laila can sing. Okay, let's see. Where is it at? Let me play it one more time. Listen to it. Listen to the difference. This is her original.
Stay away today. There's a heavy price to pay. Stay away, stay away, stay away.
Now here's where I changed it. Listen.
You just need to stay prohibition, limitation.
That's change. Listen to the ending.
You just need to stay away.
Hello. Now y'all heard it. Now you heard it, right? Did you recognize the difference that time?
Yeah, I did.
No. You see it? I told y'all DJ Khaled can go sit down. Laila Nasheeba got this.
Play it again. Let me go.
It's the second part. Okay. Listen.
Wait a minute. Nope. Where I gotta go?
I mean, I didn't change the way it looked. It's the song, her jingle.
I can't hear it in here. I need to go where I can hear it.
Okay, go on YouTube or Facebook.
On YouTube. This is what I listen to on YouTube.
And you can hear the first part is the original. Did you see the change I did, Pamela? Pamela, anybody that's musically inclined, because we all got that part of Shaytan in us. Let's just talk about it. That Shaytan that's in you that likes music, y'all can hear how Laila, the producer, DJ Laila, you know, I took drama. I made movies in high school and college. Y'all know I was the bomb back in my young days. Oh yeah, always a pioneer. I did that. Friends, let me know when you're ready. Y'all listen to the first part. The first part of it is the original. It's the original of what she did. The second part, I took out all that do, 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 and I made her end with stay
And make it slowly. Yeah.
Did y'all hear my change?
Yeah, it was slow.
That was DJ Laila Khaled. DJ Laila Khaled. I told y'all, I'm a writer, I'm a performer. Told y'all, I used to make movies. Hello. I was gonna be, when I was 17, it was a very good year. I was gonna be an actress. Y'all remember that song? She was gonna be an actress. I was gonna learn to fly. She took off to find the footsteps. No, to something. I took off for the sky. I go flying so high. Well, okay. Anyway, different song.
We live, so come down here.
Okay, listen to Fresno. You ready? Y'all ready?
I'm ready. Go ahead.
The first part is the original. The second part is me. Watch. Wait a minute. Let me put it on.
You just need to stay away. And you just need to stay away.
Just watch.
Stay away today. There's a heavy price to pay. Stay away, stay away, stay away.
Here's the change.
You just need to stay limitation.
That's the change. Here's the rest. Oh, y'all see that? I killed it. I killed it. Fresno. I killed it. I killed it. Laila was DJ Khaled Jr. Laila. Y'all see it? I killed that. I put that together. That's my masterpiece. Hello. Did y'all catch it now? Fresno? The first part was her original. You see the second part? I made her go, stay away from imitations. Remember you couldn't hear what she was saying before? So I took that crap out the back. And she's saying, stay away from imitations. Stay away from imitations. And at the end, she says, stay away. Whoa, girl, I'm a writer. Told you I should have made a movie. Hello. Oh, are we live?
Back to class. Yes, ma'am.
We ain't live.
Yes, we are.
No, we ain't. I ain't streamed it yet.
I can see
You
on
live, Sister
YouTube.
Laila.
We can see on YouTube.
Oh, I'm on TV?
Yes, you're on TV. Everybody
Oh,
see
my
on
God. My
Yes, you are live.
girl, my grandkids watching this stuff. Oh, shoot.
Oh, I'm on TV? Yeah.
That's your TV. Oh my God. Oh girl, my grandkids is watching me. I got grandkids. Oh, but anyway, y'all see I changed it. Oh God. Okay, let's get started here. Hold on. I wasn't on no TV. Oh God. Give me a second. Hold on. I didn't know I was on TV. DJ Khaled Layla. I told y'all DJ Khaled can go sit down. Layla got this. All right, I'm back. Let's get started. I'm sorry for those of you on YouTube. You know, this is what happens when you ain't got nobody to help you. I got to do everything myself. I told Geechee she's got to tighten up on the lyrics. I told Geechee she makes all of our jingles here. Y'all know who Geechee is, right? She used to be with the DM, what's his name? DM, the Rough Riders. And DMX. Yeah, she's one of DMX's. And I told Geechee, this is Geechee. I told her to tighten up on the jingles. That's Geechee. I told her, do the go away, but then bring it down. Bring it down, Geechee. She didn't listen. So Layla had to put on her DJ Khaled thobe and beard and go and work the backgrounds. So I worked the backgrounds and got it perfect. Yeah. All right. Okay, let's get started on the class. Couple of more I got to work on too. All right. Woo. Girl. Lord have mercy. This is what happens when you got to do it all yourself. Oh God, DJ Khaled Layla. All right, hold on. Y'all know Khaled married one of what was the name of Khalid bin Walid's wife, one of his wives? Anybody remember? Who is Khalid bin one of his wives? What was her name?
Atika.
No, he never married Atika. Atika never married him. That's one she didn't marry. She married a lot, but not him. Who was one of Khalid bin Walid's wives? Y'all don't remember?
Oh, Layla.
Layla, exactly. Layla was one of the tribes. She was married to Malik. They say she was extremely beautiful. She had long hair that came down to her knees. Sound familiar, don't it? And she had big, beautiful eyes. Sound familiar? And she had the most beautiful legs. Okay, DJ Khaled, look out, Layla's here. And she got this, baby. Hello. All right. All right, let's get started, guys. Enough of that. Inna alhamdulillah, wa salat, wa salam Allah, wa rasulullah. Welcome to our Hadith class. And by the way, there's no music or musical instruments used in any of our jingles. We don't transgress the limits of Allah. No music, no musical apparatus. It's nothing but talent. All right? Okay. So, in alhamdulillah, wa salat, wa salam Allah, wa rasulullah. Welcome to our Hadith class. And for this class, guys, this is the class of prohibitions. Prohibitions in regards to imitations. And this is based on the book that was written by Sheikh Muhammad Saeed Atli. And what Sheikh Muhammad Saeed Atli did is he went through the different sources of the Sitta and he collected hadiths, which addresses different types of imitations that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam forbade us from. For those of you who don't know, as Muslims, we're not supposed to imitate. the jinn. We're also not supposed to imitate the opposite sex. Okay? So, and there's other things we're not supposed to imitate either. And that's what I'm just giving you examples. So that's why, and we're not supposed to imitate the non-Muslims. And what the problem is today is Muslims today do not understand what's meant by imitating a specific thing or specific people. And that's why we got Muslims doing a lot of sinful actions today, like wearing dreadlocks. And they don't understand, not only is dreadlocks haram, because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whoever has hair should be able to comb through it with a comb on a regular basis. Comb through it. You can't comb through dreads. You can't comb through locks. Okay? You can't even take them loose to comb them through them. You got to cut them out and you got to wash it. But because we don't understand what it means to imitate, and one of the things that I always tell my students, whenever something is unclear to us, we should look to see how the companions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam understood it. And this is something that we are bypassing today. Even people of knowledge, instead of the so-called people of knowledge looking to see what the companions had to say and what their understanding was of an issue, they jumped to the four imams. And that's why I really liked the class today that Ustadah Hanif Bashir did. Ustad Hanif Bashir did a wonderful class. And by the way, we will be putting some shorts out tonight because he talked about the fiqh of marriage. What I've talked about and what Dr. Jamali has talked about, and he broke it down in grassroots English to you. So we'll be putting some shorts out. But like he was saying in his class, when we get different opinions, when we're following the different madhabs or the different imams' views, you have to know the hadith. You have to know the sunnah. You have to look to see how the companions understood something. Like when he was talking about women, that one madhab, Imam Hanafi, they say a woman can marry herself. This totally contradicts what the Prophet said. It totally contradicts the understanding of the companions. And a lot of people after the class, I got some text messages. Some of the sisters asked me, why is it that so many things with the Hanafi madhab is wrong? It's not Imam Hanafi's fault. Perhaps he didn't learn that, he didn't hear that information. Perhaps it's some information that wasn't explained to him. Okay? But the bottom line is the way it works in Islam. Islam is based on only two sources: the Quran and the authentic hadiths of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Those are the two sources. And then Allah tells us in the Quran that the best of this nation, nobody was closer to Allah. No one understands Allah's laws or rules or love him more than those original companions did. So that's why if something is unclear, like the issue of a woman and a mom and a guardian, we look to see what the companion said, and hands down, the brother said, we have the authentic hadith. What's the source? Imam Bukhari. It's in Sahih Bukhari. The Prophet said, there is no marriage. There is no marriage. There is no marriage without a guardian. He said it 3 times. There is no marriage. There is no marriage. There is no marriage without a guardian. So what do you mean a woman can marry herself? That contradicts what the Prophet said. Okay? And then the other hadith. What's the source? Bukhari and Muslim. Where the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he was talking about a previously married woman, he said, if a woman, this is authentic, Bukhari and Muslim, if a previously married woman comes to you asking to be married, you marry her. That's the hadith. That is clear. That's clear. The Prophet said, you marry her. Why? Because she knows herself. What does that mean? Well, Ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with him, and Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, and Ibn Umar, may Allah be pleased with him. Those are all the originals. They said what's meant by that is she knows her strengths. She knows her weaknesses. As Aisha goes on to say, she has tasted the sweetness of life. And what is the sweetness of life? That 3 seconds of bliss that we experience when we are in relations with our mate. She knows that. She knows what she needs. She knows what she wants, so don't you refuse her. So what do I care about what the madhabs say? That's it. That's hands down. We don't have to go no further than the companions. Nobody understands this religion better than him. Not Imam Hanafi, not even Ibn Taymiyyah, none of them. They came after him, after them. So this is how we blow it as Muslims. We bypass the companions and we go to madhabs or scholarly views or what we're doing today, fatwa. And that's what the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said would happen. He said, Islam will become strange. There will appear amongst you many people who will be able to recite the Quran beautifully from their hearts, but it'll never go past their throats because they will have no understanding of my sunnah, those hadiths. They will issue Islamic verdicts that go against what I said, that go against what Allah says, that contradict the understanding of my companions. And that's one of the issues. That's why we have to be very careful, like Dr. Ali was saying today in his class, and like Dr. Aslam was saying, we have to be careful of these websites on the internet that you think you're learning from. They're basing their information on a fatwa or a madhab. Are they basing it on what Allah said, what the Prophet said, with the understanding of those companions? None of the companions, I repeat, none of the companions, I repeat, not any of them believed or said that a woman has to wear a niqab, except Ibn Masud. Out of all those 3,000 or more companions, I'm talking about the originals, Ibn Masud was the only one that believed a woman should cover her face. And nobody was surprised. He was also the one that said a woman breaks your wudu too. A woman breaks your prayer. Nobody was surprised. He doesn't out-trump Aisha. He doesn't out-trump Ibn Abbas. He doesn't out-trump Abu Hurairah or Ibn Umar or none of them. And he definitely don't out-trump Abu Bakr and Umar. So again, that's why I tell you, sisters, you have to be careful. Islam is not based on a school of thought. Islam is based on strictly the Quran and the authentic hadiths with the understanding of those companions. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, my nation will divide into over 73 sets. all of them will be in the hellfire, except for those who stick to the traditional Islam. And when he said that, one of the companions said, "O Prophet of Allah, what's traditional Islam?" He said, "The traditional Islam is what I have came with. It's what you, my companions, are upon, and what the first 4 leaders after me." That means Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and Ali are upon. That's it. That's the traditional Islam, Muslims. Most Muslims today don't know the traditional Islam. We don't know the lawful and the unlawful. Dr. Ali gave a beautiful class this morning speaking about qiyas. It was also a fiqh class speaking about qiyas. Okay? And he was talking about alcohol, the thing that I answer questions about you for. Like he said, you got Imam Hanafi again. The Imam Hanafi madhab has a totally different view on alcohol. Okay? But we look to see what the companion said and what the Prophet said. The Prophet said anything. This is, what's the source? Bukhari and Muslim. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said anything that is fermented is khamr. And khamr is alcohol, people. And I love how Dr. Ali broke down what fermented. When you go to the grocery store, if it says fermented vinegar, we don't use it. But if it says non-fermented, we can. That means it hasn't been taken to the point of alcohol. And Dr. Ali took it further because he's a physician. He talked about that type of alcohol that we use for rubbing to treat wounds. It's not the kind that you can get drunk from. It's toxic. What does that mean? That means if you're stupid enough to drink rubbing alcohol, you ain't gonna be drunk. You're gonna die. It's toxic. It's not the same. Rubbing alcohol is not fermented. Rubbing alcohol is not distilled. That's the other American synonym. What's the synonym for fermented? Distilled. So anything that has the word fermented on it or distilled, we stay away from, because that means it's the kind of alcohol that you can get drunk from. If it says non-fermented, non-distilled, that you can't get drunk from. It's toxic. It's a medicine. It's a treatment. The kind of alcohol they put in deodorant, the kind of alcohol they put in perfume is toxic. It's not alcoholic. You drink that perfume, you eat that deodorant, you're going to be in the hospital. You think I'm playing? How many children end up in emergency for eating deodorant and drinking perfume, dying of toxic poisoning? We have to take the time to learn the religion from the proper people, guys. And that's the understanding that the companions had. Umar, radiallahu anha, he said anything that's been fermented is khamr. Stay away from it. Ibn Umar said the same thing. So did Abu Hurairah. So again, guys, Islam is based on just 2 sources, the Quran and those authentic hadiths. And if something is not clear, I don't care what the 4 imams say, because I know the hadiths. When I answer y'all questions, I give y'all the hadiths. I don't go past the first generation. I don't even have to look up the tabi'in. I don't even need the ones that come after them, because I know what the original said. And like Allah says, they are the best of this nation. Why should anyone settle for second best? Why should anyone settle for third best when you got the best here? Be careful. Be careful. So now, getting to the topic, what does it mean to imitate a person or imitate a thing? I don't care what the Madhab say. Ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with him, was asked this question. What's the source? Sahih Muslim, Muwatta, there's a couple of hadiths in Tirmidhi, and there's a couple in Bukhari too. Ibn Abbas said, to imitate something means to do something that is specific to that thing. In other words, to do something that only that person or that group or that thing does. Mustache. A mustache and a beard is specific to a man. So any woman who wears a mustache and a beard is imitating a man. You got it? That's clear. Okay? Having a baby, birthing a baby, getting pregnant, that's specific to a woman. Any man, and there are men today, because we're in the LGBTQ CD, they're trying to get pregnant. Can y'all believe that they're working on trying to give men ovaries and stuff? Can y'all believe that? This is imitating a woman. Allah didn't create a man to have ovaries and a uterus. Okay? So to imitate something means to do something specific to that person, that group, those people. Wearing a tie. Wearing a tie. This would be imitating a man because ties are for men. They're not for women. Okay? Y'all get it? Wearing a turban. If a woman wears a turban, this is imitating a man because, as the prophet said, a turban is the dress of a man, not a woman. The female companions did not cover their faces, and they didn't wear turbans either. But we see a lot of Muslim women today walking around with turbans on. You got the curse of Allah on you for wearing that turban. Okay? So, that's what it means to imitate. It means to do something that is specific to a certain group of people or a certain thing. And that's what this book of Sheikh Muhammad Saeed Atlees is all about. He gathered together hadiths which address certain things that we should stay away from because doing them would be imitation of something. And we're studying today the chapter on imitation of Shaytan. As Muslims, we're not supposed to imitate Shaytan. So a lot of people may ask, what does it mean to imitate Shaytan? How do we imitate him? That's what today's class is all about. So let me put the PowerPoint up on the screen. Hold on. Let me take this down for you guys too. Hold on. I hope I made that clear. Did I make it clear what imitation was? Can somebody tell me? Because my new shahadas asked
Yes,
that.
ma'am, you did.
Okay, good.
I think you did.
So the new shahadas understand that, right? Is that good for y'all? The new shahadas, y'all got it? To do something that is specific for a certain people or a certain group or a certain thing. Okay? All right. So let me put you. She said she got it. Okay, good. Mashallah. Yeah, I try to make it simple for you guys. You know I'm a producer. Y'all know that, right? Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm so proud of what I did to that jingle. Gotta do some more jingling. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can sing too. Yeah. All right. Sister Webfast say, Layla, you are crazy. Girl, you just don't know. Life. You got to have a little laughter. What did Ali? Let's see. Let me test your knowledge. Who can remember the Hadith? What did Ali, radiallahu anha, say about laughter? Can anybody remember what Ali said about laughter? Ezra, you in here? Faiza? Nora? Go ahead.
If you knew what I knew, you would laugh less and weep more?
No.
Or something?
No. What did, listen to the question. What did Ali, radiallahu anha, say about laughter? And that's the dalil that we use when you got those crazy Muslims trying to tell you it's haram to laugh. What did Ali say about it? Anybody remember? About laughter. Okay, y'all figure it out while I'm trying to do this. What did he say? Any of my students? Norto, Melion, what did Ali say about laughter? What's the hadith? What's the hadith? None of y'all remember. Lord, it goes in one ear and out the other. Wait a minute, hold on. Y'all need to remember this stuff. Hold on, I'm trying to take this off. Okay, I'm taking that down. Wait a minute. Nobody remembers? What did Ali say about laughter? He said, what did he say about a person that doesn't laugh? I'll try to make it simpler. What did Ali, radiallahu anha, say about a person that doesn't laugh? Okay, the Ali, radiallahu anha, said, for the person that doesn't laugh, this is a person that has a hard heart. He said, laughter keeps the heart soft. Y'all don't remember that hadith? It's so basic. Ali said that laughter keeps the heart soft. It softens the heart. Maybe that's why you guys are so rigid. You need to laugh a little more. When I find myself getting sad, when I find myself getting lonely, and by the way, my best friend, I got two best friends. One is named Aisha. By the way, my friend Aisha is the president. She's the president of CARE. Hello, the president of CARE. CAIA, AIR. That's my best friend. Oh, yeah, she's known me since I was 12. All right. I got two best friends, Aisha and Latifa. They know whenever Layla acts silly, they'll tell you, when y'all hear me cracking jokes and being silly, something is bothering me. I already got a couple of text messages saying, are you okay? Because they know whenever I act silly and tell a lot of jokes, I try to make myself laugh. Because that hadith is true. It softens your heart. It takes that loneliness away. It takes that pain away. It makes you feel like there's a chance. Because your heart that is constricted due to anxiety, due to loneliness, due to sadness. And when you laugh, it makes your heart open up. So those people closest to me, my best friend Aisha and my best friend Latifa, they'll tell you, if Layla in there cutting up like she doing today, something bothering her. She trying to keep herself from going into depression. And one of the questions a lot of you sisters ask me, what can you do to keep yourself from feeling bad and going into depression? Laugh. When y'all hear me say I'm going to watch Medea, why am I going to watch Medea? Latifa tell you Layla's watching Medea so she can laugh because Medea makes me laugh. And Layla's needs to laugh because something is bothering her. There's something heavy on Layla's heart. The people that my mother would tell you that. She on that internet acting stupid. Y'all go check on Layla. She'll call Jayla and say, Jayla, go over there and check on your grandmother. Your mom acting silly on the TV. Something's bothering her heart. So I'm telling you guys, try it. You know, when you're feeling sad, when you're feeling down, you're feeling lonely, you're feeling like, I just got to get it together, laugh. Just crack up. Your heart will open up and soften and to do like this. And you say, wow, woo, I feel so much better. Y'all see I'm drinking my coffee now? I feel better because something was heavy on my heart. Something is heavy on my heart. So try that, sisters. And if you can't make yourself laugh, turn on the TV. If Medea makes it fun, go watch Bringing Down the House. Y'all like to watch movies? Queen Latifah and what's his name? Steve Martin. That old movie called Bringing Down the House, where she says, oh, Mandingo. It's got Betty White in it. Betty White comes in and says, oh, Mandingo. That is so funny. Watch something. Yeah, I love that. When I watch Bringing Down the House when I'm sad, or any Medea movie, because Medea is hilarious. Make yourself laugh, people. Like Ali, radiallahu anha, said, it will cause your heart to not constrict. It'll cause your heart to open and soften. He used to do that. Ali, radiallahu anha, used to make himself laugh. How many of you knew that? Because he went through some bad times. After the murder of Uthman, radiallahu anha, that was a terrible time in the history of the companions. In fact, after he and Aisha fought, he took Aisha back to Medina, and Aisha was so messed up mentally from what she'd done. Ali told her, he said, oh, mother of the believers, laugh. He told Aisha, let it out, laugh. Because Aisha was like, how can I live with myself? How can I live with myself? He said, laugh, Aisha, laugh. And so she made herself laugh to get that out of her heart. So it works, guys. It works. Try to laugh. All right, let's put the PowerPoint up on the screen. All right. All right. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me go to the Zoom room first. Okay, here we go. Oh, did I turn that on? See, I didn't even turn on the go live for the people on Instagram. I'm sorry. I told y'all I got to do some laughing in here. Didn't even turn these people on. I'm sorry, Instagram people. I apologize. Me sorry. Is that what they say? Me sorry. That's what my clients are. All right, here, let me share y'all to the PowerPoint. Okay, people on Zoom, here I come for you guys. Which one of these buttons? This one? They done changed this. Shaytan, page 40. Okay, yes, here it is. Inshallah, you guys can see. And I didn't have a chance to put the pages up there because I was busy streaming the other stuff. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Today is the day of streaming. Tomorrow I'll be streaming too. Okay, so today, this is the book, by the way. For those of you who have not yet purchased the book, please go to atleonline.com. And this is how the book looks. It's only $7. It's entitled The Prohibited Imitations. And y'all see, I finally changed it. The class is on Saturdays and Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern. And there's a picture of Sheikh Muhammad Saeed Atlee. You have a right to know who you're taking your knowledge from. That's the old man. That's old man. Give him his respect. That's Sheikh Muhammad Saeed Atlee. And there's your girl, yours truly. Y'all see I wasn't laughing there, was I? I needed some laughter, but I didn't have none that day. Okay. So Let's take a look at it. Today we're going to be speaking about actions of imitation of Shaytan. And it's forbidden for us as Muslims to imitate Shaytan. One of the things that I want you parents to share with your children, I don't think Sheikh Atlee put this in the book. There's a lot of the kids that like to walk around with one shoe on and one shoe off. We can't walk around, guys, with one shoe on or one shoe off. What's the source? What's the source? Dawood. And it's authentic. The Prophet ﷺ saw a companion walking with one sandal on and the other sandal off. The Prophet told him, either put your shoes on or take them off, because the jinn walk around with one shoe on and one shoe off. So teach your children eating with the left hand. We don't eat with our left hand because the jinn eat with their left hand. We have to do the opposite of them. And we also do not walk around with one shoe on and one shoe off. Nor do we sit outside in half of our body in the shade and the other half not, because that's how the jinn sit too. So I want y'all to teach those three things to your children, because I don't know if the Sheikh put that in this book or not. I don't think he did. Because what he's talking about is even more severe actions of imitation, such as pride and arrogance. Arrogance is a characteristic of Shaytan, and so is pride. Listen to what Allah says in the interpretation, the meaning. Remember when we told the angels to prostrate before Adam? They all did, but not Iblis. Iblis was not an angel anyway. He was a jinn, and he refused and became arrogant and unfaithful to Allah. So anytime we become prideful and arrogant, we're imitating Shaytan. You should take pride in being a Muslim, but taking pride in your country? Oh no, this is why we don't pledge allegiance. This is for the new shahadas. One of my new shahadas, Brother Edward. By the way, where's Jacob? Brother Edward is a teacher, and he teaches elementary school. And he said that he has the kids stand up and pledge allegiance to the flag of America. We don't do that. And he said, is there something wrong with showing or exhibiting pride in our country? Oh, yes. Pride belongs to Allah. In fact, the Prophet ﷺ said, pride is Allah's cloak and arrogance is his garment. Those two things belong to him alone. He's the only one worthy of that. What is there to be proud about living in America? You should be proud to be a Muslim. Why are you proud to live in America, the land of the free, the land of homosexuality, the land of sex, drugs, and rock and roll? Just ask Clinton. By the way, I like Clinton. I met him. I used to work for him, you know, ex-government employee, you know. But like Clinton say, this is a land of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. What pride do you have in that? Okay? So no, we don't stand up and pledge allegiance to the flag of America, and you don't make your children do it either. So if you are a teacher, like I told Brother Edward, just let them know one thing about America: they do respect your religion. That's in the Constitution. Because remember, the American Constitution was written by Zionists. George Washington and them were Masons, and Masons are Zionists. So they believe in a separation between state and religion. So you have a right to not do that as a teacher. Just tell them that you don't do that, and they will respect you for that. Because there's been a lot of civil rights and EEO cases filed in America that were won already. And I know because I am a licensed, certified paralegal legal investigator. And I've won a few of those cases. Check the dockets. Okay? So, anyone who takes pride in something other than Islam, anyone who becomes so arrogant that you think you're better than other people. Let me explain arrogance. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said arrogance is to look down on other people. He said arrogance is not to take pride in having a nice pair of shoes. You're supposed to, feel, have self-esteem. You should take pride in your appearance. Allah loves beauty. Allah loves cleanliness. But because of the shoes you have, because of the cleanliness you possess, you look down on other people. That's arrogance. And this is an imitation of Shaytan. Okay? So whenever we exhibit those two characteristics in a bad way, we're imitating Shaytan. And also another act of imitation is giving into your temptations. Remember, this is something that Iblis, who's the father of the jinn, this is what he said. He said, "Oh Allah, by your majesty, I will surely mislead them all." Each and every one of us has a jinn assigned to us. And that jinn's job is to seduce us to disobey Allah. And your jinn will whisper to you. That's what Dr. Asim's class is going to be about next week. What type of self-control do you exhibit against your personal jinn? Your personal jinn will tempt you to have a boyfriend, to have sex out of marriage. Your personal jinn will tempt you to drink alcohol, smoke marijuana, smoke cigarettes. Your personal jinn will tempt you to lie, steal. Do you resist him? If you give in to the temptations, guess what, guys? You are imitating Shaytan. Y'all see how Sheikh Atlee did this? He took these actions of imitation into a different arena. The arena of righteousness, to try to get you guys to do a lot of self-evaluation. Ramadan's over, but the self-evaluation continues. We have to evaluate ourselves. Ask ourselves, are we getting closer to Allah or closer to Shaitan? Am I an ally of Allah or am I an ally of Shaitan? If you give in to your temptations, if you're arrogant, then you are not an ally of Allah. You are an ally of Iblis. Okay? Also, how many of you imitate Shaitan by attracting rebellious people? Listen to what Abu Musa al-Ash'ari said, that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, when it's morning time, every morning, Iblis will send out his soldiers. He says to them, whoever is able to mislead a Muslim today, I will give you a crown. And one of the devils will come to him and say, I will not leave. I will go and attack such and such person, and I will not leave him until he ends up divorcing his wife. And Iblis will say, good, he will soon get remarried. And then another devil will come and say, I won't leave the person I'm going after until he disrespects his parents. And Iblis will say, good, he will soon act dutifully toward them. Then another devil will come and say, I won't leave the person I'm attacking until he associates partners with Allah. And Iblis will say to him, you are the one. And then another devil will say, I won't leave the person I'm going after today until he murders somebody. And that's when Iblis will say to him, you are the best of them all. And he will take a crown and put it on top of that man's head. Now, for those of you who don't know, Iblis has a throne. Remember, he tries to be like Allah. He wants to be Allah. So Allah has a throne. Well, guess what? Iblis got a broke down throne too. And his throne is over the sea. For those of you who don't know, his throne is over the sea. And he sits on that throne. And every morning he tells his biggest ifrits to come to him and tell them what they're going to do today, who they going after. And these are the people they go after. They try to make people commit murder. They try to make a husband and wife, end up divorced. They try to make people commit all kind of sins that violate the 10 commandments of Allah and more. So if you are a person that behaves that way, you're imitating Shaytan. And how can you behave that way? Well, easily. Excuse me, how many of you sisters go around making hasad on women who got happy marriages? You jealous of that sister over there. So you always looking for a way to start some fitna between her and her husband. You like to slander her. You like to talk about her husband, talk about her children. You like to start rumors. Well, guess what? You're a rebellious person. You're one of the denizens, one of the soldiers of Shaytan. You women that plot and plan to destroy other sisters, their marriages, their children. Or you go to the mosque and create fitna within the Islamic community, slandering people, gossiping about people, starting crap. You are a troublemaker. You are a rebellious person. You are a denizen of Shaitan. Y'all understand that? So again, Ramadan ended, but how many of us are evaluating ourselves? Do you mind your own business, or are you sticking your nose in somebody else's business all the time, creating fitna? Okay, that's imitating Shaitan. Also stealing. Now, I'm going to summarize this hadith. You all know the story about how the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam appointed Abu Huraira to be the zakat collector during Ramadan. One day, a man came and stole some money, and Abu Huraira caught him. The man begged him to let me go, give me another chance. And Abu Huraira let him go. But he came back the next night, and Abu Huraira caught him stealing again. And he began to complain about how he had a lot of children to take care of. So Abu Huraira felt sorry for him and let him go again. Then he came back the third time. And again, Abu Huraira let him go. The next day, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saw Abu Huraira, and he said, what happened to your prisoner, Abu Huraira? Abu Huraira was shocked that the Prophet knew what he was talking about. He said, I let him go. The Prophet said, why did you let him go? I said, because he told me if I let him go, he can share with me some knowledge that if I recite the verses of the throne before I go to bed, that no Shaitan will be able to harm me until Fajr. So I let him go. And that's when the Prophet said that person was none other than Iblis, who had taken on the appearance of a man. And what he told you was true. even though he himself is a liar. So that hadith shows us that a lot of us have this type of characteristic. We'll steal and lie and then do good too. How many of us are like that? This is imitating Shaytan. You're stealing, you're lying, but you will share part of the truth with a person. I know a lot of people like that. I can count on them to do good things, but I can't trust them to come around me because they'll steal from you or they'll slander your character. Oh yeah, that brother help. He'll come to the mosque and give $200 to help pay the rent of the mosque. But when he leaves the mosque, he's going to talk about you like a dog. Okay? This is imitating Shaytan, doing good on one hand, but harming somebody on the other. So next time you a person like that or you're behaving this way, think about how you're imitating Shaytan. Okay? Also, another action of imitating Shaytan is going around making things lawful haram. This is what I hate. I can't stand this. And unfortunately, Shaytan has a lot of allies that sit on the internet doing this all the time. Listen to what the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said. He said, behold, Allah commanded me that I should teach you that which you do not know and which he has taught me today. And that is the property which I have conferred upon them is lawful for them. I have created my servants as one having a natural inclination to worship Allah, but it is Shaytan who turns them away from the right religion. And he makes unlawful things that Allah has declared lawful for them. And he commands them to associate partners with Allah, even though that he has no authority. This is the verse of the Quran that Dr. Ali talked about today in his class. How many of these brothers sit on the internet telling you everything is haram? By the way, sisters, those brothers who tell you it's haram to be beautiful, they fall in this category. Because where does Allah say it's haram for a woman to be attractive out the house? All the prophets' wives were attractive out the house. We got numerous hadiths of the people describing their attractiveness. How many of these men are telling you that you can't wear makeup? There's numerous hadiths where the prophet's wives wore makeup. Even the one in Bukhari of his daughter, Fatima, having makeup on when they were making Hajj. These people have to stop making things unlawful that Allah made lawful for us. As the Prophet Muhammad said, most things in this life are lawful. The things that Allah has not mentioned are lawful and good. Who are these brothers telling you that you can't wear fingernail polish? The Prophet's wives, they painted their nails and wore it out the house too. Let's not forget the hadith of the woman that brought the Prophet a letter and her nails were not painted. And the Prophet told her, why don't you go and paint your nails so a person can tell that you're not a man trying to kill me. So when you come upon these rigid Muslims who are calling everything haram and they have no clear verse, no evidence telling you that you have to cover your face, it ain't nothing that says that. Aisha didn't walk around with no burqa on. Are you out your mind? None of the females did. That's not even a dress of the Arab women. They wore hoods. And the hoods would come down over their forehead like Layla wears. Or if they would take their hijab and put it across their face and take it down like Layla does. Y'all brothers better stop all this haram crap. Because you fall right here in this category that Allah talking about. You have a natural inclination to worship Allah, but you allowing Shaytan to turn you away from the true religion of Islam and make you oppressive based on your desires because you have insecurities as a man. You're insecure about your manhood, or somebody broke your heart, or your mom dropped you on your head. I don't know. But you want to be oppressive to a woman? Try it with Laila Nasheeba. That's why I'm single. I already know. I'm single because a man know he can't strip me of what my Lord has given me. I mean, try it on me and see what you walk away with. A broken face. Hello. So again, I can't stand this. People going around telling you things are haram when they're not. They're lying on Allah. And guess what? They're imitating Shaytan by doing it. Subhanallah. All right. Also, this was a question that one of the new shahadas asked me the other day on my Q&A show about swearing. Now, Sheikh Atlee, I don't know why he did this, because the hadiths, there are so many hadiths about swearing, but he used a fatwa here. I don't know why he did that. But he put this fatwa from the Standing Committee of Saudi Arabia that says no one should be deceived by the oath of a liar because Iblis made, he didn't need their fatwa because he knows the story. Iblis made an oath to Adam saying that he had his best interest at heart. Also the verse where Allah says he swore to them that I am truly your sincere advisor. Okay, well, I don't know why Sheikh Atlee did this, but every Muslim should know that swearing by Allah, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, avoid swearing by Allah. What's the source? Sahih Muslim. The Prophet said, only swear by Allah when you have to. What's the source? Bukhari and Muslim. Okay, we need to stop all this wallahi, wallahi, wallahi stuff. Because there's another hadith. The Prophet said only a dishonest person would keep saying wallahi. So we shouldn't do that. Swearing by Allah, guys, only if we have to. If I have to swear by Allah to save my life, or if I have to swear by Allah so I can testify to the truth, then it's lawful. But just to do it because I swear by Allah that I went out last night, what's the point in that? Okay, this is taking Allah's name in vain too. That's another hadith. All right. It's imitating Shaytan. And also jealousy. This is something that we women suffer. Men suffer with it too, but we women have it even harder. What caused Iblis to do what he did to Adam, alayhi salam, is because of his jealousy. Listen to what Allah says in the interpretation of the meaning. Allah asked Iblis, what prevented you from prostrating when I commanded you to? He said, because I am better than he is. You made me from fire. You made him from clay. So the jealousy that Iblis had because he was no longer Allah's number one. That's what caused him, to attack Adam, alayhi salam. Envy is an evil emotion. It leads to jealousy. It leads to hatred. It leads to murder. That's what caused the two sons of Adam. That's what caused one of Adam's sons to kill the other, his jealousy. So anyone who suffers with jealousy, you should try to purify your heart from it. Otherwise, it's going to cause you to imitate Shaytan and transgress the limits of Allah. And the same with lying. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he approached Abu Hurairah that day, he told him, your prisoner told you the truth, even though he's the best of liars. Do you know who you was talking to? He said that was a devil. That was one of the Shaytan, the devils. And that's what they do. They'll give you some truth and mix falsehood with it. Lying is bad, guys. Anytime you tell a lie, you're imitating Shaytan. And let me share this other hadith. What's the source? What's the source? Sahih Muslim. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said the believer is capable of committing any sin except for one. The believer can never lie. SubhanAllah. The believer is never dishonest. The believer can never lie. The believer keeps his promises. So if you're a person that can't keep your promises, you're dishonest, you can't be trusted, you don't have true belief in your heart yet. This is something that we have to work on. Okay? And finally, for tonight, adding truth to lies, mixing it up. Ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with him, said the jinn used to go up to the heavens and listen in to the revelation of Allah. They would hear a word and they would add 9 words to it, making what they heard to be true and what they added to be false. So they would take the truth, like I said, and mix it up with lies, just like that Shaytan did, when Abu Hurairah caught him. Okay, how many of us do that? There's a lot of Muslims out there who talk and mix truth with lies. Some of what they say is truthful, but a lot of what they say is lies. Are you one of those such people? Are you one of those such people? Only you can answer that. All right. I'm going to stop right here. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Are there any questions or comments? Any questions or comments? Were these hadiths clear to everyone?
Yes, it was very clear. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. And tomorrow we'll be continuing. So what page did I stop off on? Anybody know? Whatever page I stopped off on, I'm going to complete the rest of that chapter. Read the rest of that chapter on imitation of Shaytan, because I'm going to complete the rest of this chapter tomorrow. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, this is a good book. All of Sheikh Atli's hadith books are so good because what he did is made it easy for a person like me. When I teach hadith, y'all remember I used to go and just put a bunch of hadiths together and make a topic. But alhamdulillah, I don't have to do that. He got his own. He made a topic for me and gathered up the hadiths. And all I got to do is copy and paste and make the PowerPoint, which is easier. So that's why I'm going to be using all his books here. And I'll be able to break down the hadiths, give you more detail than he's given, because I know the history. Because I know the history of the hadith, I can add more and more to it. Okay? Alhamdulillah. Any other questions or comments? Oh, yeah, tomorrow. Ooh. Please make sure you guys missed out on a good class today. Today, Dr. Ali talked about the story of Imam Muslim. He gave the story of Imam Muslim in the hadith class today. A lot of you were not here. I want you guys to remember every Saturday at 11 a.m., Dr. Ali will be doing the science of the hadith. And then on Sundays, which will be tomorrow, we have Dr. Dramali. I want all my Sunnah followers kids to be here tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because Dr. Dramali will be continuing with Aqidah, which is our belief system, and also Sirah. That's at 11 a.m. Let me text him too. And also tomorrow we have this. Ooh, woo, look at all that. Oh, wait a minute. My allergies are off the hook, man. Also tomorrow we have the Sunnahfollowers Kids program, and that will be at 2 p.m. We'll be continuing with chapter 3, right? Chapter 3 of the book Dunya. Is that right, guys? I hope you children. Yeah, y'all should be done. You parents should have went over chapter 3 of the book Dunya, because and answer those questions with the kids. Because my class tomorrow, and by the way, remind me at 4:45, I'm supposed to go get those shots. Write it down. Yeah, write it down, AWA, and remind me, because I might get caught up with that class and stuff. I got to be there tomorrow at 4:45 to get my RSVP shot and the shingles. I don't want to be like the old man with no shingles. Old man, you better get that shingle shot. Yeah. So, yeah. But the kids' class will be at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then also tomorrow we have Brother Mukhtar's class. Yeah, y'all ask me about Mukhtar. Everybody loves Mukhtar. Mukhtar's class is he at 6:32 or 7? Oh,
it's 7.
Oh, he's
7.
at, y'all know it for, okay. Mukhtar's class is at 7. So I'll be doing my class at 6. Yeah. I'll be doing my class at 6, Mukhtar's at 7, and then I'll do this class tomorrow night at 9. So we have a full day. I want the Sunnahfollowers kids participating in all the classes. Hello! You know, I'm going to start throwing in some quizzes. Hello? Cheering? In fact, I think I will tomorrow. Tomorrow for the 2 o'clock Sunnahfollower Kids program, I'm going to throw in a quiz from Dr. Ibrahim Jamali's class. So make sure the kids are here taking notes, because I will have about 5 or 6 questions from Dr. Ibrahim Jamali's class at 11. Hello. Okay, any questions or comments? Oh, okay, guys, I'm going to close out for now, because since I got all these classes tomorrow and an appointment to get them shots, I got to do my PowerPoint for the kids. Hello, I'll do your PowerPoint now, but I'm throwing in some questions from Jamali's class. All right, are there any questions before we close out, since I have some of the new shahadas here? Any questions? Yeah, go ahead. Yes, inshallah, sister. I know that was a lot of information. You really enjoyed that. Inshallah, sister Maisha is going to put out some shorts. Yeah, she's going to make some shorts from brother Hanif's class today. Yeah, I'll upload them and put them out by tomorrow. Yeah, by tomorrow night, inshallah. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm closing out. Feel free to join us in the Zoom room. You remember the commercial I made, y'all? Y'all know, wait a minute, we got a commercial. Where that commercial at? Where is it at, Fresno? This one.
Oh, yeah. And don't forget to join us in the 24-hour Zoom room for behind-the-scenes access.
Oh, yeah. Y'all can join us for behind-the-scenes access in the Zoom room. Hello. The old ladies are in there. They up. They just woke up. Anissa, you on the commode? Anissa, you on the commode? Oh, they up. So join us in the Zoom room.
I'm here.
Oh, there she is. You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, there y'all go. Join us in the Zoom room for behind the scenes. Where's Sabrine? Sabrine ain't in there, y'all, for real.
Probably sleep.
She ain't been here all day. Oh, you know what? She probably at that mosque with the pantry.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, because didn't she say that they on the weekends, she works for that pantry, passing out food to the poor children?
Yeah.
Hey, what movie is that, Maisha? We pass out food every weekend to the poor children. What movie is that?
Is that Bringing Down the House?
That's Bringing Down the House. Y'all remember that, Fresno? That scene where that lady with the dog comes to Steve Martin and Queen Latifah's house, and the children are sitting there playing Scrabble, and the woman says, "Oh my, what's going on here?" And they said, "We're getting ready to go pass out food to the poor children." I'm watching that movie tonight.
I think I'm about to throw it on too.
That is so movie. That movie, and then the lady on top of the bar, you know, she telling me, "See you later, soul man."
Good. They were in that changing room fighting.
Yeah. That's a classic. Bringing Down the House is a classic. You want to laugh? Y'all watch Bringing Down the House. But we're going to pass out food for the poor children. Oh, God. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.